Some of us can remember having that one amazing teacher who introduced us to our most inspired and engaged selves. That rare gem of a teacher whose enthusiasm or unique way led us to discover our endless curiosity in chemistry or our unquenchable thirst to learn more about ancient history. When the young people we love are enrolled in schools, we adults, we cross our fingers and we hope that our children are lucky enough to meet teachers like those. In self-directed education, we don't rely on luck. We don't even rely on teachers. Instead, we trust that children are naturally driven to acquire empowering knowledge and skills, mostly through play and exploration, which mostly looks nothing like formal learning. And as adults, we partner with children to create environments where they have access to information, playmates, and collaborators, and they're free to engage with these resources completely on their own terms. Choice and natural connection are our focus, not curriculum and comparison. We see self-directed education as an irrefutably effective means of liberating children from disempowering spaces where their opinions, agency, and preferences are replaced by state-mandated studies. There are many movements that support children and learning, but self-directed education is unique in that it offers this one life-altering thing: personal choice. A child immersed in self-directed education may take classes, or may simply connect with people in their community, or use the digital space to connect with people and with classes, if they choose. The main thing is that they get to choose. And just as they might choose to take a class or read a book, they also get to not take a class or read a book or do anything that the adults around them associate with learning. We understand, through years of extensive research and our own observations, that learning is a continuous, lifelong process, and that informal or spontaneous learning is often far more effective than formal learning. For more clarity, here are 3 primary ways we observe and participate in self-directed education happening in families and communities today. Self-directed and school-free. Often referred to as unschooling, this philosophy is rooted in the belief that learning happens everywhere, and children are therefore never not learning. For some families, this happens inside their own home, where children follow their interests without using a particular curriculum. For others, it can happen through travel schooling or world schooling, where traveling to new places, whether it's new cities or countries, to play, to learn, to discover, and to simply live is the agenda. Using all available resources, people, technology, places, books, all of it, exploration is prioritized, and adults are available to support whatever children choose to pursue. Self-directed and student-centered. Mostly referenced as democratic schools or free schools, these environments offer a physical space where children enroll in the school but have significant agency over their own choices. Some children may read books and initiate group projects. Others might play outside or prefer to be alone or with one other person. All of that is allowed and respected, and there's a structure in place to manage conflicts, to decide on tasks and goals, and to offer and receive any type of help a child might need. Self-directed and community-centered learning centers and co-ops. Usually referred to as learning co-ops or resource centers, these physical spaces usually serve local communities by working to solve specific issues parents and children in that community are facing. Some community-centered spaces have a particular lens, like social justice, for example, through which their support and resources are available. Others offer more of an unschooling together space that doesn't have the same structure as a democratic or free school, but still operates on the premise that children should be free to learn whatever they want, and they should be supported in discovering and diving into that process. As facilitators of self-directed education, our responsibility is simple. We trust children, and we help them develop and manage their own educational paths. We do not decide what children should learn. We tap into the rich resources in local and digital communities, and we provide safe space for children to actively decide how to mine information, to set and meet the goals that they choose for themselves. Is that how you see self-directed education? Become a member of the Alliance for Self-Directed Education today and support the movement toward liberated, joy-centered living and learning.